Okay, our next stop takes us to the Boston waterfront, where one of the most talented chefs in New England has opened a new restaurant where the lobster rolls are extra buttery and the beef tenderloin is extra special. City Landing is today's special. Outside, there's a city full of energy. Inside, there's a city full of exciting flavors. Brand new to the waterfront on Boston's Greenway, City Landing sports an open, airy dining room, a high-energy bar, and a cutting-edge kitchen. Chef Bill Brodsky has a knack for coming up with modern ways to cook time-honored dishes.
I've had the fortune of working in some different regions, including Dallas, Texas, and Charleston, South Carolina, as well as my experience on the Cape. And what we tried to do is offer something that's, simple for the person who doesn't want to be challenged when it comes to their food, as well as offer some more adventurous dishes.
So traditional New England fare like lobster rolls get a modern spin here as they're paired up and plunked over a bit of melted butter and served on house-made bread.
And it's really, truly the only way lobster really should be done. We're making these beautiful little Portuguese sweet rolls that are mini in size, and we're taking emulsified butter poached lobster and just delicately putting it into the griddled bun with a little fleur-de-sel sea salt and a little bit of micro celery to pay homage to the original recipe.
The space itself pays tribute to the bustling streets of Boston, with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Atlantic Ave and an interesting art installment showing off a bird's-eye view of the city.
So this is an abstract aerial view, a map of just a cityscape, and it's all carved out of native woods. Some of the wood is over 150 years old, and it really provides for some really cool texture. It's just a cool piece to have in the restaurant.
The kitchen applies that same level of creativity in dishes like the fish and chips, dusted with malt vinegar powder and served alongside Asian coleslaw. Or City Landing's cured beef tenderloin that's coated in brown sugar and coffee.
The beef doesn't have an overly coffee flavor to it. It's more mild, and it's more about picking up some of the aromatics from the coffee as you're eating it.
Some other high-quality meats are served between a bun or on top of a crunchy crust. The juicy fresh ground CL burger is topped with house-made pickles, and the 10-inch artisan pizzetta comes layered with some of the finest meats available.
So we have this beautiful Vermont smoked pepperoni, which is just insane, and it's not like any other typical smoked pepperoni. It has a really hardwood smoke to it. And we have a local sausage maker that's making us a sweet Italian sausage. And when we pair that with a little bit of red onion and some oven-cured tomatoes and a light-style tomato sauce, it just really makes this little pizza sing.
Also music to the mouth, the Pork Oscar features a perfectly prepared tenderloin served alongside a crab cake with creamy béarnaise sauce.
We're using a beautiful Berkshire pork tenderloin that gets mildly brined so that it really stays juicy. We're pan-searing it, we're featuring it with one of our crab cakes, some white and green asparagus, and a little sauce béarnaise, which is just a lemon tarragon butter sauce. It really is nice because you have that creamy crab cake, you've got that beautiful textured meat, and that sauce really pulls it all together.
Another delicious juxtaposition can be found in the chef's signature soup duo.
I'm a big soup freak, and when I eat soup, I like to have different options, and I go to restaurants, and it's always nice when you can find a soup that you like, but it's always much cooler if you can find a couple of soups.
So here they've paired creamy yellow tomato bisque with a heavenly roasted onion soup topped with a perfectly brown cheese topping.
If you want a really good cup of soup, we fit the bill.
And once you actually get your bill at the end of the meal, you'll be happily surprised to find such an upscale dining experience costs a fraction of what you'd expect.
It's really about enjoying the total experience, and it's not just about the food or the craft cocktails or the great wine list or the service. I think it's really about being able to come to a restaurant with your friends, with your family, and just being able to enjoy each other without any hiccups along the way.